Welcome to the Konsider Show, exclusive interviews with entrepreneurs in cannabis and non-related cannabis industries that explores minds of those that are expressing their realities on common social problems and business opportunities that they have experienced in life, offering solutions to those that tune in to what is being said, that they are helping others guide themselves by sharing. The power is within. So sit back and relax and listen. It is in the process, not the event. So Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist, with another exclusive interview with MJ Fitnut. As we bring in Antonio and Heather DeRose. How y'all doing today?
Good, how are you?
We're doing awesome on this side. But other than that, introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about MJ Fitnut, or about yourselves and whatnot. Whoever want to go first is fine.
DeRose. I'm the COO of Marijuana Fitness Nutrition, cannabis athlete, and cannabis fitness columnist.
Hi, I'm Heather DeRose, cannabis athlete and CEO of MJ Fitnut.
Okay.
And Marijuana Fitness Nutrition, or more commonly known as MJ Fitnut, is our cannabis fitness business. We work with several cannabis athletes all across the United States as well as around the world. We help support them. We also have a monthly care package set up for them as well.
Okay.
We are also the world's largest distributor of cannabis fitness content currently. We have content distributed on our website as well as a network of websites that promote cannabis as part of a healthy and active lifestyle, which is our primary focus.
Okay. So that brings us into the next. What has been your influence as far as getting in the cannabis industry and this, journeying into this entrepreneurship? Connecting the two, fitness and cannabis. What has been that influence to, kind of get you guys to go this route?
For me, it started in my mid-20s. I have epilepsy and we're living in Missouri, which is a non-legal state. So I started utilizing marijuana to see the benefits from that. And when we moved to Colorado, we realized I started, getting more fit and doing a lot more activities, and realized we had, often were combining the both cannabis and fitness activities. And then we also found 420 Games, which is the world's only athletic event series to help destigmatize marijuana, and decided to participate and get involved more in how we can change the overall perception globally.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Antonio, so what was your passion? What was your influence? Who or what influenced you to kind of connect the two dots, fitness and cannabis?
I've been a cannabis consumer for 16 years now, so it's been a long time. It helped me overcome opioid addiction.
Okay.
I was able to turn my entire life around. So it's always been a part of my life. When we started getting more involved with fitness and nutrition ourselves, it actually started with some documentaries many years ago that kind of opened our eyes, and we started learning more ourselves, reading more, and decided to take better care of our bodies and our minds. When we moved to Colorado from an illegal state, Missouri, where it's very conservative,
Yes.
hush hush, it was a very brand new experience for us here, and we really liked the future of fitness and health that is in the state, that is in this area, and the cannabis community here has been awesome. And we, like Heather said, we realized that there are people out there that are promoting it as part of a healthy and active lifestyle, and we truly believe that cannabis and athletics is going to lead to
It's been.
And it's good to help a lot of people and get out there and really show what the plant can do.
For sure. And it's interesting because y'all have been, a lot of content been coming out y'all way, and it's definitely informative. A lot of informative information that I've been kind of chiming into, doing my thing. But let me get to this next question. So how do you, how do you use cannabis recreational in your activities, your sports, whatever you're doing? Because I know you particularly as a runner, right? You focus on running marathons and on that part, because I haven't really seen other activities you do, as far as your skills. I'm just pertaining to Antonio right now, as far as what I've noticed with you, because I know you was interested in some calisthenics, pull-ups, push-ups, yada yada yada, even though that's part of the game. But what would you specify in? What has been some of the, specifically, what sports, what activities do you kind of go forward to or journey into?
Our goal is to prove that not only can cannabis be part of a healthy and active lifestyle, but it can't hold you back from things. So
Sure.
prior to this year, Heather and I had not competed in races. We did one 5K for breast cancer awareness in 2015. That was our first athletic event in our adult life.
Okay.
And we came out and started placing in these races. We trained hard, we raced hard, and we did an excellent job. Heather took third, second, and first here in Denver.
Wow.
But I would say overall, doing any sort of activity, whether it be skiing, hiking, jogging, or competing in races, any other activity that we do, we incorporate cannabis. For myself, I consume before, during, and after any sort of physical activity. That would be the same for you as well.
Yeah, before and after, especially. During, if it's like a long hike or something. But as far as like focusing on sports, our goal is to start a new sport and a new activity to challenge ourselves each year.
Okay.
So this year, our focus was racing. We are moving into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
To learn more and get into the MMA field, we have some friends and family in the MMA realm, so it's something that we're both excited to get started on. And skiing has been awesome. We're super excited for ski season and can't wait to get back up on the hill. Yeah,
that's on point. So that brings us to the next question. How has cannabis affected your performance, in particular, recreational activity? How is your focus? Maybe you're driven more, detail orientated, heightened senses. What are some of the results you have been getting with your experience being on cannabis, as well as being active in a particular event or competition, whatever it may be? What are some of the signs you kind of see that helps you or enhance or embraces you guys?
I would say especially this year, I've seen as far as prior to the races I would consume, it calms my nervous system, kind of really helps me stay focused during the race.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with any pain I might be having, and then I would consume afterwards just to help with any inflammation and recovery. And I would that's the same for any activity I do.
No doubt. That's on point. Yeah, because I think that's where it comes down to when you're talking how it affects, your performance, how it affects you. I mean, that's really the big thing about the fitness and the cannabis industry. I noticed that's been, really kind of, it's been studied, but it hasn't been, if that makes sense, because we're all different. We all respond different on cannabis,
Yeah, and I would say that not necessarily for everybody. There are certain levels, and your body, when you consume, how it's going to affect you, or just, people by trial and error can kind of get comfortable with using it, but for me, it activates me, and really keeps me going, as for others it may not, but for me it just gets me more activated.
For sure.
Instead of being intoxicated.
Yes.
I would consider I feel the same way. I like to consume a heavy sativa prior to training athletic events. I feel like it gives me a deeper sense of focus. I'm able to really kind of tunnel vision and get into a proper flow state, which is another reason why jiu-jitsu is something that's on our plate. It's something that's a mental game, and
Yes.
has a positive effect on my mental stamina when competing in some of the races that we did. We competed in the La Sportiva Berry Picker, which was a 4.8 mile climb.
Oh, wow.
Grades. We actually I placed 8th.
Okay.
Heather 12th, and we placed next to some of the top trail runners in the world. People that
Wow.
That's our success in doing that would contribute to Kansas.
Yeah, that's on point. So, what would y'all just this kind of off the note too? What kind of what would you recommend far as digesting? You know, as far as or consuming it. What is the most effective you've noticed with far as eating it before you do your competition, or smoking, or vaping? What has been some of those little tools, maybe, or how you're consuming it? Is that something that, you know, prior to going to the hike, what you do, smoke it or vape it, or, you know, how are you consuming it prior to? What has been the most effective way to consume cannabis in your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that it all boils down to each individual's cannabinoid system and tolerance.
Okay.
I've been consuming for 16 years, so my tolerance is very high. I've heard former professional athletes like DeRose, and he takes 250 milligrams in one serving.
Wow.
I can take 100 milligrams in one serving and be fine. Other people can't take 10 milligrams a serving and be fine. So it all depends. Edibles are their own kind of thing. We personally consume all different types of ways.
Okay.
Even vaping or consuming flower. But we do edibles and topicals as well.
And tinctures as well.
Okay, yeah, because I think that's, you know, especially when you're talking, I know like Avery Collins does, he's got some bars or something, some, you know what I'm saying, what he eats before in the morning kind of helps him out, kind of, you know, with the cannabis use. So here's another one. What has been the biggest mistake you made getting started with MJ FitNut? And as an entrepreneur, you know, utilizing, you know, kind of balancing, okay, I got to get my practice in, or some of the things you got to, you know, it's so many things on the table, you know, adding to your social media, putting this up, doing that, getting this organized and meeting with this. How are you, what has been some of the biggest mistake, or one of the biggest mistakes that actually stand out to you guys as far as connecting the two, the you know, being a cannabis enthusiast or a fitness as well as a fitness enthusiast? How are you, you know, what has been some of those big mistakes?
Ultimately, if I had to say that the biggest mistake is in starting MJ FitNut and getting into entrepreneurship is just not starting sooner. And by that I mean moving to Colorado. Colorado has been a big influence and motivation to get us started into entrepreneurship. Before we were doing this, we were actually doing our own property management concierge business in the Dale Valley.
Okay.
Range in Colorado in May of this year. So prior to that, we were up in the mountains doing property management.
Interesting.
That was the beginning of our entrepreneurship.
Okay.
We realized it wasn't something that was filling us, and we found cannabis and fitness, and we decided to transition to that, and we've been much more fulfilled in what we're doing because it's making an impact on the quality of people's lives.
No doubt. I see that a lot, and I appreciate y'all, what y'all really been doing, you know, as far as the education, you know, the connections, the networking and whatnot. And that actually kind of bridge that gap of what you have learned from that mistake. So I'm going to go down to this next question. Where are you finding your resources? I know via internet, who's some of the mentors, magazines, the blogs, etc. you have been following far as to build the education, or the wherewithal, or to know withal, if that makes sense, far as in the cannabis industry as well as your entrepreneurship journey. So what are some of the resources, mentors, magazines you may subscribe to, blogs you may subscribe to, what up, yada yada yada?
I would say we really try and look at all of the different available resources, be it Google or YouTube. Really try to take everything in as much as we can. I don't know.
We have a lot of different resources. If you're looking for specific examples, we take advantage of free online learning resources like Khan Academy and Coursera, which offer college grade classes for free.
Sure.
If you're looking for something more quick, TED Talks are very valuable and easy to digest.
Okay.
That's for the entrepreneur side, learning all the different aspects that you would need with starting a business. All that can be learned online on YouTube. You can learn yourself. If you do need help, there's places like the Small Business Association. There's always chambers of commerce and different resources in your local community that you can reach out to. As far as the cannabis community goes, Green Flower Media, they are leading the industry.
Yeah, they are.
They're an amazing resource for people. They have incredible free content. They have incredible content that is worth the price that you can pay for it. And we would highly recommend that people use that as a go-to resource for incredible cannabis information.
Okay, great one. That's a good one. So how much time have you devoted to unprofitable efforts, which you can use for better advantages? If that is...
I wouldn't say we had any unprofitable effort. Even if you make an initial investment of time or capital, you have to consider the opportunity cost. So how much return will the investment you make on the opportunity now give you in the future?
Sure.
I will say that our most expensive and time-consuming aspect of this year was travel.
Okay.
Considering we went to several different states, cities throughout the year, but thanks to our sponsors, we had some help with that.
Awesome. That's awesome. So what are some of the, what do you think is the most important quality or attribute that has contributed to you guys' success? Because I seen it even when I first met you guys, and then obviously my brother Jim McAlpine kind of mentioned you guys to me too. So I was like, okay, here's somebody that's being active. Here's something that we haven't seen in a while. Well, since I've been here in Colorado, I haven't really seen as many people reaching out to other fitness athletes or enthusiasts and connecting some things. And you guys have that kind of, unique touch. You got the couple thing, you know what I'm saying? That makes it look good because you're working together, and people respect that too, because you're actually helping each other, building a legacy and connecting legacies as well. So what would be one of your most important quality or attribute you guys see that has been successful for you guys?
Yeah, I think definitely the whole couple aspect is a great quality for us, just because we kind of, bounce ideas off each other. We both have our own strengths and weaknesses that we can kind of help each other out with. And then just being genuine in the whole cause. I have epilepsy. I am active. I consume, coming out of the green closet and just talking to people about how I am using this and it does improve my quality of life, and I truly believe that it has the ability to improve the quality of lives for millions of people around the world.
For sure.
And I'm doing this daily anyway, so if I do something that will help change the perception of even just one person, or help, one person get the relief they need or ability to try it or come out of the green closet themselves.
Sure.
That's why, I feel like that's what's helped me.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. That's the whole point. Like I said, all respect. all ups to you guys, because y'all definitely a great example out here, especially utilizing the Colorado scene too, because a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen, what's going on, what's the next big move, if that makes sense to you. And coming to that, what has been your go-to tool to keep you guys so organized? That's one of the things, that's the secret I want to know.
The go-to for that. She is organized. She talks about strengths and weaknesses. She runs everything, but
not everything. I do make lists. I do keep a calendar a little organized.
Okay.
We keep paper. So we do actually keep paper lists, even some paper calendars. We are working on going more digital, but it is still a go-to method for us in just staying organized.
Sure. So to that point, how effective are you with y'all manifesting your goals and outcomes? Any tips y'all can share with the readers or listeners today, as far as how you're able to set these goals and I guess develop steps to achieving these outcomes, and how are you adjusting to the outcome if the outcome don't succeed? How are you approaching it, in other words?
Well, ultimately in setting goals, we set out at the beginning of this year with the goal to become the largest cannabis content creation, distribution, and promotion network, which we managed to accomplish in 6 months. We also have the goal of becoming the world's first female and male athlete to complete a 420 Games national tour, which we also accomplished. So manifesting our goals and outcomes is happening effectively.
Yes.
The best tip is first, do what you love. If you're passionate about what you do, if you really care about what you do, then you are going to be more invested in it yourself, and it's going to show in your work. And second,
Great point.
I feel like it's most important, is to start. It's the best advice ever.
Yes, sir.
Do not wait for the right time, the right moment, the right equipment. Just start and keep moving forward. You asked about overcoming obstacles and challenges. Keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what obstacle gets put in your place. Figure out a way to move around it. Adjust, adapt, and just keep moving forward. Because once you begin, it's a snowball effect. Every day you put a brick up, and then eventually you have a building. Eventually you have a house, and you can build that into a skyscraper. You can build that into anything you want to do.
Great. I think that's a powerful tip. Thanks for that tip, brother. Yeah. So that brings us down to, if somebody wanted to contact you guys, what are your services? They want to know where do they go? Where do they go? They want to contact you or get in contact with you or get some of the information, the content you provide. Where would they go to?
njfitnet.com, and we also have, you can find our other social media outlets on that website as well.
Okay. Here's an opportunity for y'all to, let people know if I haven't asked you any other questions that you would like me to ask, or therefore certain what's on your mind. Let me know now, or let the people know now, or we can come down to the conclusion of this particular interview. But it was just a few things, like I'm curious. This is like more personal too. I'm kind of curious too about, even with your I know, Antonio, I know you on the mic too. You rap and do your thing. So how are you balancing, putting the work in? You feel what I'm saying? Then you got to put some work in on the other side, far as your training, living the life, your lifestyle, living your life. That's what I was saying about the organization. I know you guys are super busy, even though it's both, the balance can be between both of you. But how are y'all, the mental thing? Because I know it can get frustrating sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not able to get your...
That has been one of our biggest challenges in this whole process, is creating that life, work kind of balance, training, and everything else that goes on top of that, and combining the two. And I mean, we're still kind of finding exactly what works for us, because it is our passion. We are, do this daily, but kind of have to find that taking a little bit of time for ourselves.
Yes.
Food, recharge, and then we can be more productive. Once we get that kind of, maybe even it's a nature walk or something like that. That is something that is challenging, and we are still working on daily to kind of, create that good life-work balance.
For sure. What's the next big event you guys are putting on? MJ Fitnut is putting on.
We aren't throwing any events, putting on ourselves right now. Our next event coming up is the Run for Realm.
Okay.
Realm of Caring, which is one of our sponsors. They're a non-for-profit that helps children get access to medicine. They also help with getting refugees from other non-legal states to Colorado, and they help tons of families. They're one of our biggest supporters, and we really appreciate how they're helping the community. It's out in Colorado Springs on October 14th. So if anyone can come, please come out. We're also raising funds for them online, so you can go to MJ Fitnut. On our Facebook, it's at MJ Fitnut. Take a look at our Facebook page, take a look at the Realm of Caring Facebook page, and please do what you can to help support this amazing organization.
Yeah, brother, always. And this is actually a great opportunity to sit you guys down and really chop it up. I know you guys been super busy. I mean, the time I got to, kind of connect with you guys via online, and then we just met in person at the 420 games, and that was awesome to be able to, sit down with you guys at least in your booth and get to know you guys, characteristics a little bit and whatnot. So I appreciate y'all time, and Konsider here want to say thank you for what y'all have been doing and what y'all in the future. I'm looking forward to building more of a greater network, a greater connection, participate more with particular some of the events you're putting on. But at the same time, I appreciate your time. Thank you again, Heather and Antonio.
Thank you, Kurt. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And y'all have a great one.
You too.
Bye-bye. So as we conclude, Konsider wants to thank you for your time and support. For more information, tune in to www.konsidergroup.com, Facebook, Konsider Group, Twitter, Konsider Group, Instagram, Konsider Group. It's all how we connect. Networking within a network.